Hi, I'm Patty, and I got tagged by Bethany, so I guess I'm going to have to say my favorite books. Most of my books are going to be preschool books because of when I read to my daughters or when I read to my class. So the first one, Caps for Sale. 50 cents a cap. I love reading this book because this man goes walking around trying to sell his caps, and he yells, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." He goes to sleep under a tree because he's not selling any caps, and monkeys steal his caps that are up in the tree. So then he gets mad and he says, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." And then the monkeys go, because monkey see, monkey do. And finally the man gets so frustrated and he throws his cap down on the floor. Oh, he's so mad. And then all the monkeys throw their caps on the floor. So it's a happy ending. The kids really like it at school. And that's my favorite book to read. For the letter C for caps. Another book that I read, and that I don't only read this book, but then we do everything with the rhyme in this book, is Brown Bear, Brown Bear. So like we'll say, yellow heart, what do you see? I see a red heart looking at me for Valentine's Day. Or we'll use any kind of things to teach the colors. So Brown Bear by Eric Carle is a great book. This book is called Press Here, and the kids think this book is magic because it tells you where to press. Press the little dot on the right, and when you press it, or the kid presses it, it turns to a new color, and they think it's really cool. When I was a little girl, I really loved the Laura Ingalls Wilder books, and I read all the books through for Little House on the Prairie. So that is a fun book from when I was younger. Another one that I liked to read to the girls was Marvin K. Mooney, Will You Please Go Now, which is a Dr. Seuss book. And I liked that one because I didn't get much of an opportunity to yell at the kids when they were little because they were such great angels. So I would yell with the book because it'd say, "Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now?" And then I would say, "Just get! And everybody would be like, "Why does Marvin K. Mooney have to go right now?" And Green Eggs and Ham, because there's a lot of rhyming in it. And then the girls would help me read the book when nobody liked the green eggs and ham. And finally the guy tries it at the end of the book. The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which we all know is a very favorite of mine. And when I was teaching my first year in preschool, I asked a mom who was or grandma who was a pretty good sewer, if she thought she could make me something to go along with the Very Hungry Caterpillar. So she made me the chrysalis and the caterpillar to go with the story that looks just like the caterpillar in the book. And inside of his mouth is everything to eat, which I made myself, the oranges and the apples and the strawberries. And the kids shove all the pieces in as I'm reading the book. I put the caterpillar back in the chrysalis, and when you open it up, the caterpillar turns into a magnificent butterfly. And the kids really think this is magic. This is a really cool little puppet that always gets all tangled up, but I go like this and fly the butterfly over the kids, and then they say, "I want to do it again." And I said, "Well, we can't do it again because it turned into a butterfly." So this is only a once a year kind of book. Then I remembered this book that Emily loved when she was a little baby, and she especially loved the letter P. So when she was 8 months old, she would find the letter P, and P was for the piggy playing the piano. And everybody said to me, "Why are you teaching her the alphabet when she's so little?" And I'm like, she loves it, and she still loves books to this day. So she always loved this book and always wanted to find the letters that matched. Almost the last one is Porgwacan. This book, you can tell how loved it is. It's very stained and old. And you start with the porcupine, and you change his belly, and it's part of an iguana. And then it's a porcupine. And then when you change his feet, it's a porcupine. So this was a book that we used to always read and think it was just so funny. And last but not least, my very favorite book in the whole world, because I wrote it. It's The Development of the Concept of Object Permanency During the Sensory Motor Period. I wrote it for my thesis back in 1988 when I was Patricia M. Schwex. And you can see how lovely a typewriter used to make pages. And as I was typing this, every time you make a mistake, you'd have to type the whole page over again because there was no whiteout or white or spell check or nothing like that. So this is my book, and all the ideas in the book I still use today because all the little kids that I work with, or most of them, don't say much. So I have to teach them about objects and that they're real, and then they can abstractly say words. So I actually use it, and I'm very proud I got it bound. I wrote that book, so it's my very favorite book. Well, now I'm going to have to tag my husband Stan to tell about his favorite books. Bye.
And then The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, which is